What's good, people? It's your boy GreedHD coming at y'all with another video today, and today I'm actually going to be going over Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter.141 today. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let the intro play, and we're gonna hop right into this. Alright, so like I said in the beginning of the video, this is going to be about Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter.141. We are pretty far ahead into this manga. Good thing that, you know, an interview came out with the mangaka a few days ago, or I want to say probably a week ago now. They said we going to be getting Jujutsu Kaisen for like another 2 years maybe. So yeah, this is going to keep going. I'm glad, because I really don't want this series to end at all, but you know, all good things got to come to an end one day, so it's cool. But at the start of the chapter, this chapter is basically Yuji versus Yuta, and my all I can really say to y'all about this chapter is that there isn't even really much to like read about it. This chapter really consists of Yuji fighting Yuta, and Yuji just realizing how great Yuta is, like how far his abilities have brought him, how far his abilities can take him, how strong he is compared to other people he know. And just like Gojo period, even Yuta in his shoes, he's looking at Yuji like, yo, he's Gojo Sensei's student after all. I can see why he's as good as he is in combat, right? Now I think this is pretty cool, because I'm just thinking about, like, you know, how the manga is gonna look, or not the manga, but how the anime is gonna adapt to this. And I'm just looking at it and I'm like, bro, considering how good they did with the Yuji and Todo versus Hanami fight, and even the Yuji and Nanami versus Mahito fight, it's just like, I really have high hopes for like a lot of the action that's gonna come through, like with the whole Gojo backstory and the Shibuya incident arc. It's just there's gonna be like crazy ass fights and crazy ass scenes. It's gonna be unbelievable. People are gonna be like freaking the fuck out. I'm really excited for the future of Jujutsu Kaisen, like the anime, or just the series period. Now, Yuji's over here. He's like, he's trying to run away from Yuta. Like, he's not really trying to fight him like that. He's playing like more of a passive, you know, footing with this nigga, because he's not really trying to engage him like that. He see how strong Yuta is. He like, yeah, bro, he could probably like fuck me up if I really let him get the chance. So Yuji's like dipping off, he's running, he's dodging all Yuta's attacks and whatever. Yuta's like really trying to like hit him with the sword. Then whatchamacallit, it goes into like a little backstory, or not a backstory, but more so like a memory. Yuji's like, don't be scared, close in, imbue the knife with cursed energy. So this is the pretty cool thing, because you know, the last time we seen Yuji use a weapon of some sorts, he wasn't necessarily like, you know, imbuing it with cursed energy. He wasn't like putting his cursed energy into like tools or whatever, or weapons like that. But it seems like, you know, in this chapter they actually show him doing that, which I am pretty glad to see, because honestly, I wouldn't mind Yuji having like a combat knife of some sort. You know, that's what he's using to fight Yuta right now. He jumped through a car and found it on the seat, and he grabbed it, and then he's using it against Yuta now to defend against his sword. And I just think it'd be really cool if like Yuji had like a little knife or something. I don't know. Like, it seems like everybody in this show can really specialize in like weapons of some sorts. Or not show, but you know, series in general. Like, every character doesn't use a weapon, but it's definitely nice to see them use weapons from time to time, especially with Yuji, because he's such a good physically probably the best like combatant in the series. Like, you know, other than like, you know, the obviously like stronger motherfuckers like Gojo or whatever, right? But Yuji's up there like in hand-to-hand combat. Like, he's a monster. He's on, like, him and Todo are demons. And I like to really see them use weapons. Like, Todo used that staff, the playful cloud move against Hanami. He hit the fuck out that curse. or he hit the fuck out of her. Yeah, he hit the shit out of her. But yeah, and but basically they go back to like a sort of like a backstory, or like, you know, Yuji thinks back to what Gojo was telling him. Told him like, you're not ready for something like this yet. Yuji, Slaughter Demon is for an emergency. I'm assuming that's the name of the knife. He said, depending on the type, I recommend training with a focus on weapons. Or I recommend training with a focus on weapons. Yeah, okay. I almost like, for some reason I almost read that wrong. I don't know why. But it's no good to rely on cursed tools to the point of neglecting cursed energy control. So basically, he's telling them like, yeah, if you're gonna use cursed tools, then you might as well be putting cursed energy into it. Like, don't use it, just be using it. Like, nah, like put something into it. It wouldn't really be no point. And Yuji, like I said earlier, he's just very focused on Yuta's katana. And Yuta tells him like, yo, you're too focused on my katana. And then Yuji's like, fuck, like even with like, you know, just a regular forward kick, like he just kind of shoved him with his foot, it's still like super powerful. Like, it's knocking the wind out of Yuji type shit. Yuji gets in his stance, he gets ready. Yuta ended up cutting the knife. Yuji actually broke Yuta's sword after that too. So that's pretty cool as hell. Now, I feel like I messed up the name somewhere in there, but also I feel like I didn't. We just gonna keep rolling with it though, cause they names get tricky to me sometimes. Yuta's surprised. He's like, damn, he broke it. Well, of course, he's Gojo Sensei pupil, like I was saying earlier. He knew like this was never going to be easy. Then as I'm assuming, yeah, Yuji's about to get ready and rush him. Rika appears. What's going on? Like, literally, like, what's going on here? Yuji's like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? What's happening? Then Rika's like, or no. He tells Rika that they're just playing. But, you know, he tells or Yuji's like flipping out, like spazzing the fuck out in his head right now. He's like, what is this? Is it a Shiki? Is it a Shikigami? Where did it come from? I can't move, it's too strong. And then Yuta's like, yeah, hold him for me. He stabbed Yuji in the chest, and he told him, sorry, Itadori. Then they show this panel of Sukuna. He's surprised, but then he smiles. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe Sukuna, like, if Yuji like gets hurt to a certain point, or if he's like a near death state kind of thing, Sukuna can come out. And I think that's why Sukuna's happy. So when I first seen this panel, I'm like, holy shit, wait, we might get Sukuna versus Yuta next chapter, if anything. Or soon. I'm gonna say soon because of what comes up next. I'm gonna get back to this after I finish the whole little thing. But yeah, so they go over to the Choso versus Naoya fight. Naoya is like actually fucking Choso up, and like I was saying in my prior videos, Choso is he's showing a lot of attention towards Naoya's speed. He keeps clarifying like and pointing out that like he's really fast, and he's like, I have no idea, I have no idea what kind of curse technique he's using, and he's overwhelming me, so I don't think he'll choose to disclose it. So yeah, forget about convergence. I can't even control the blood outside my body. He's fucking Choso up, and I'm assuming he's whooping him so fast to the point to where Choso just can't react. That's the problem. But the chapter ends off with basically Naoya saying, you're tough, seriously, who are you? He's trying to figure out like, who the fuck is Choso? And he tells him like, hey, I'm the oldest of 10 siblings. We come to find out that he actually has 10 siblings, and that's kind of crazy because we only seen like 2 of them. And he says flowing red scale stack. So he finna hit him with some serious shit next chapter. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter. And I want to go back to what I was talking about with the whole Sukuna thing. But yeah, so maybe next chapter, or not even maybe, but next chapter we're obviously gonna get Choso versus Naoya, since they did the whole little Yuji versus Yuta thing already, and Yuta won basically. But I don't think that fight is necessarily over. It's probably over for Yuji Itadori, but you know, not necessarily Ryoma and Sukuna. Now, I think Sukuna, if not next chapter, then the chapter after that, we may get like a Sukuna versus Yuta fight. And I would love to see that, because I don't know, bro. I would fairly say they probably around the same strength. I'm not gonna lie. Or yeah, they could be around the same strength because like power scaling wise, that's why I'm glad I did my whole little top 3 strongest in the series video, because it was nice to see like what other people thought like on who was the strongest and whatnot, right? And honestly, you could probably argue that Yuji and Sukuna are maybe around the same level of strength. Like Sukuna right now with the fingers he has, I think he could equal out about to where Yuta is right now, or maybe Yuta is even stronger than that. You know, we don't really necessarily know like where he is right now in terms of strength. We just know he's the closest to Gojo and he's strong as shit. But yeah, I don't want to sleep on Sukuna either, so I'm pretty excited to see that fight. And yeah, this Choso and Naoya fight, I feel like that's gonna be more of an informational fight than like an actual like super cold like back and forth fight. I want some like you know, Yuji and Yuta's fight was more so like, all right, we finna see what Yuta can do, kinda. He's back into it, you know. They slowly, you know, showing him off, you know, showing off like what he can do, how strong he is and whatnot, right? But I'm actually pretty hyped for the Choso and Naoya fight as well, just purely because like what I said. I think that's gonna be more of like an informational fight. We're gonna find out more about Choso's past and how he's connected with Yuji through that fight. I feel like he might bring it up, or he might think back to like some kind of flashback. Same thing with Naoya, where with that fight we're gonna figure out his curse technique, why he's so fast, and why Choso keeps pointing out his speed. Because like I've been saying, Choso, no, not Choso, but Naoya definitely has some kind of super speed, or yeah, super speed curse technique. He's definitely like fast as shit, faster than normal, you know. So I'm definitely just excited to see like what's really about to happen with these two fights. We still don't know where Fushiguro or like with the condition and everybody else. I'm actually pretty glad that they're going straight into like the action and getting like these fights over with, because I could see honestly after these two fights we get like a hella like information shit. Like we gonna be looking at all the other characters that were there at the Shibuya incident. We gonna be looking at everybody else, seeing how people recovering, seeing what Fushiguro doing, because I know he's probably out looking for Yuji. He might even appear, you know, soon. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch that's like really riding on this one thing right now, and it's so much that can happen. I'm just excited to see all of it, like I said. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off right here, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and please comment like I say in every video, because I do like to see what y'all think. And because y'all be coming up with some crazy cool ass shit, and y'all be really be having me mad. Like I be at work reading comments and I'm like, yo, but these niggas kind of smart. I ain't gonna lie, like y'all some smart ass viewers, and I'll fuck with y'all comments heavy. So thank you for watching the videos. But yeah, I will catch y'all in the next one.
Know that the numbers go like 1, 2, greed. Thank you for being a GreedHD, nigga.